Video that I watched was an interview with Rainer Muntz, who is an Austrian fellow who studies demographics, and it was conducted by some guy with the Gold Money Foundation, which sounds more like a hip-hop production company than anybody that would be interested in demographics. But it started out that it was going to be a discussion of European demographics and how that impacts the world economy, and from that it kind of got out of that range and into more world demographics. But it started out discussing hard facts like the global population, 7 billion, the percentage of that population that lives within the European Union, which I think he said was 500 million. It's, significant. And talked about that for a little bit and how with the birth rate decreasing as it has been in developed countries, of course they didn't go into much depth on less developed nations, but in developed countries with the average number of children per family being just 1.5, and that I guess that when he says developed countries, I guess that's constituted by the US, the European Union, and Japan. But with an average number of children at just 1.5, of course that's not replacement level of reproduction. So he talked about how the effect of this decreased birth rate has been mitigated to some extent by the number of immigrants coming in from different countries, and how with this there has been a diversification of population, of culture, of cultural norms, that sort of thing. So moved on from that, and they talked a bit about the increasing age of the population, the increasing average age, and how the world is about to start, or the population of the world is about to start aging more quickly. And of course that doesn't mean that individuals are going to age more quickly than they already are, because that's not how this works. But with global graying and that sort of thing going on, that was my cat. He's a psychopath. With global graying going on, you can look and see how the percentage of the population above 65 is going to increase just astronomically, because we're having less people born. And of course the life expectancy has gone up considerably. So he said in a country like China, it's a matter of maybe 50 years before 25% of the population, perhaps even a third of the population, is over 65 years old. So they didn't talk much about implications of that number, and there are a lot of implications that you could get into on that, and I'm guessing they just didn't want to go down that rabbit hole. So yeah, that was basically the core concepts of that video.